Do our mic check like usual.
Love you, Mama.
Camera's working now.
Go to bed because nobody like
I can hear JJ's children.
homework when I'm doing my homework. What?
I can hear JJ's children. All right, we're good. All right, everybody in the background. They can hear you. This might be a loud podcast, guys. Sorry.
They're saying bye to the mom.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, Beck.
I love you, Mama.
But yo, what it do, GG Nation, GG Legion. It's your fella again, Straussman, the GG. Bundled up. It's going to be 37 degrees here in Florida.
Yeah, but
That's
Lucky.
nothing for JJ, but
No, it's supposed to be 28 tomorrow. I think.
my house is cold as F. So I got the fan on. I'm bundled up, ready to go to talk episode 461 kajillion.
Hold on one second, guys.
Technically episode 41, but we're going to talk about Welcome to Golden God and Friends podcast, episode 41. The year of delays is what I'm calling this episode, because it's kind of what it's been. Very juicy week last week. Very newsworthy week last week. I did find a couple rumors that we can talk about here at the end. But we're gonna talk about the big three because it involves all of them in the rumor wise. So we're gonna start with Nintendo. We're gonna go Sony, and then we're gonna always, save Microsoft for last because that's what they tend to be right now. But hey, that wasn't a shot. I don't want to hear it in the comment section. I'm just saying.
Hey, he played his Xbox yesterday.
I've been playing it. Shout out to my buddy Neil. We've been playing Gears of War Judgment. But JJ, Neil, and I, on February, I ran this by JJ. We're going to do a Gears of War-thon. We're going to go through all the games besides Judgment. That's why I'm playing it now, because it has really nothing to do with the story or anything at all. And plus, I never played it, so I wanted to try it. I was like, I might as well try it. But we're gonna run through all of them. We're gonna do the remake of 1, and then we're gonna do the OG 2 and 3. Then we're gonna go to 4 and 5. But I wanted to put this in JJ's mind because we might go reverse order. Why don't we go 5, 4, 3? But it's up to JJ and Neil. I will not. I will not oppose. What happened, Cuzzo?
I think I only played 1, so I don't really care.
Yeah. It might be fun. We're going to play the remake of 1. That's on Game Pass, which is a bummer that Cuphead is not on Game Pass. I really wanted to play that game.
Yeah.
Bums me out. But JJ's been under the weather. His little son, Maximus, has made everybody sick. He's got a birthday coming up. So we were supposed to get this to you a little bit earlier. We apologize about that. And I've been still streaming here on YouTube and slacking a little bit on Twitch. We might be back tonight for some Nintendo. Usually Tuesdays are Nintendo, Tuesday and Thursday. So we might be, if JJ's feeling up to it, we might play some Splatoon or something for like an hour on the Twitchies if he's feeling good. But again, let's get cracking with the big three. But first of all, how are you doing, man? You feeling any better? How's everything going?
I'm feeling a lot better than all of last week, pretty much. I got my voice back. We were going to do this on Friday, and I just couldn't talk.
JJ's really not feeling good. It's very rare for JJ to say something like that, and I'm like, what a pussy. He should have been on the podcast.
Yeah. I try not to bail on this too often. Yeah, we went to a hockey game Saturday night, and it was tough.
What's up, JoJo? How you doing, brother? But go ahead.
It was tough to cheer on the Gamblers.
Oh, yeah, especially going to the game, losing your voice. Also, shout out to the Packers losing. Just saying. I know I'm a Lions fan. But JJ and I called it for a long time that they were the most overrated 13-3 team ever.
Yeah.
And the 49ers, they put it in them.
But they're also... The Packers were also a team I didn't expect to get that far to begin with.
Very true, and I can't hate a little bit because they might have had the easiest schedule, but they still did it. Yeah. They still beat it. They still won.
I mean, the refs won them a few games. Don't let Becky hear me say that.
Becky, we love you, but you hoed us. All right, you hoed us twice. Well, maybe the first time. Second time, you were supposed to win that one. But that Monday night game, we got hoed. I'm just saying it, putting it out in the universe. Putting it out. JJ is my cousin, JoJo. That is who JJ is. This beautiful young lad beside me is my cousin JJ. Our dads are brothers, if you guys don't know that. My dad's the older brother, beats his dad's ass. I'm younger than JJ by 4 months, so he beats my ass. That's how it goes.
Can't anymore. He's got that long, beautiful hair. Where all his power comes from.
But we are on this YouTube channel. We do a podcast. We run a podcast here called Golden God. What's up, Seth? Golden God and Friends podcast here. We run. I do a lot of streams. I do a lot of gameplay videos and stuff. We're gonna have a big week next week. We're gonna do a Gears of War-thon on Twitch, not here on YouTube. JJ and I, we play on YouTube a lot. Tuesday, Thursday is usually our Nintendo night on Twitch. We're so close to the sub button, so we're having a lot of fun. But I think we should start out with Nintendo. They got some big news going on. I've been rambling. Sorry about that, guys. But we do appreciate you and all the love that has been going on. Let's start with the biggest disappointment for 99.9% of people in Smash Brothers right now. Not for me. I'm happy. But for a lot of people.
I did not read any message boards. I watched your stream. I did not read a message board. I just kept hearing you say people are going to hate this.
People, I just, yeah, when it happened, I was like, especially when he hyped it up, he said, like, nobody in Nintendo knew who I'm talking about, Sakurai. He's like, in the stream, he's like, nobody in Nintendo's knew who this character is, or what's, I'm like, oh shit, is this like a fucking out of nowhere type character that we never expected? And it's fucking Fire Emblem. Which a lot of people are super mad. 8 characters in Fire Emblem in the game now. Byleth from 3 Houses. I'm a big fan of it. Was Fire Emblem 3 Houses last year was one of my game of the years. It was in my top 5 for sure. Fantastic game. I understand the business sense. And I can understand the other side of it too. I can understand the fans being really salty and pissed off about it. Because, we started out with Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry. Oh, we're going to get another third party, right? Nope, it ends with, a character that, a lot of people did not want to see. But how'd you feel about it, JJ?
I guess indifferent is my answer. Didn't know anything about the character. I know you talked the game up really heavily. And seems like...
What's up, Savage? Go ahead, JJ.
Seems like Sakurai is a huge Fire Emblem fan, so it makes sense that, he's gonna make the game. Well, most of the people that make great games make the games they want to make.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, at the end of this, we're gonna have over 80 characters. By the way.
Well, yeah. So I wouldn't be too bummed because they announced 6 more characters are coming out.
Yeah, I think that does soften the blow. That's a good point. But go ahead, continue.
But it's not a character. I'll probably use it because I like sword characters. I don't know what any of those. I couldn't name you one other Fire Emblem character in the game, but I probably used it.
Yeah.
So I was indifferent. It looked cool though. I like the
4 weapons.
The whole animatron or the cinematic and everything he did with it was cool. So
they trolled so hard in that cinematic, big time.
I don't know how much I'll use the character, but
yeah. To be fair, he's very different from all the other Fire Emblem characters. He's not fast. He doesn't have a counter. He uses 4 weapons. There is the female version of him too, but I understand. I see it. Overall, of this fighter pass, all 5. What'd you feel like? How'd you feel about it overall? Of this fighter's pass?
Kind of like what you said. They came out guns a-blazing, and kind of seems like they piddled out towards the end, but.
Probably you got Banjo only for you. Banjo was probably only the big highlight for you, right? And most of these characters are very Japanese.
I was actually kind of hyped for Joker, and I think it's because I was in the moment with you guys, and you guys were so hyped.
We were freaking out, yeah. We don't have that live on camera, unfortunately, but we were freaking out, yeah.
Yeah. So in the moment, you're kind of like, holy shit, this is awesome.
49ers or Kansas City? I'm going Kansas City, Savage. What do you got, JJ?
I got Kansas City as well.
Patty Mahomes, bro.
That's me being biased, though, because I don't like the 49ers.
I got no beef with the 49ers, but I don't want them to win for whatever. I don't know. It's just weird.
No, No, I got the Chiefs. I think will do it. They just can score so fast, man.
Yeah, it's
They were
very
down. They
different
were
type
down
of
big.
offenses. Yeah.
They were down big in both those games. I mean, 24-0. I remember laying in my bed like, holy fuck, the Texans
Yeah,
are
I
gonna do
couldn't
this.
believe that. I was like, what the hell is going on?
And then they blew them out too. It was like
Then
51 to
yeah, just
34.
7 straight touchdowns. It was crazy.
Yeah.
All right. But to end the fighter pass on this character, JJ, I think what they should have did. You remember Piranha Plant was the bonus character that you and me didn't get because we're stupid and we didn't do it properly.
Yeah, still don't know.
How they did it wrong. Anyway, how they handled it. I think Byleth should have been the bonus character, that free bonus character instead of Piranha Plant. We should have got Byleth instead. I think. Obviously, it makes sense, huge business sense for Nintendo. Fire Emblem Three Houses was the fan vote game of the year at the Game Awards. People, they know they're making a lot of money off this game. The final DLC actually was announced for Three Houses right after this too, which I didn't do a reaction to. I apologize about that because I didn't hear it until like 7. I could see why people were really upset because a lot of people stayed up till like the whole night, pulled the whole nighter to watch this direct, all this hype ass moments. I got up super early for it. I set my alarm and everything. But some people streamed until the event happened, all night. So I can see some people got school and work. They're very frustrated over this direct. I mean, I completely see it 100%. Again, I'm not gonna hate too much. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem, but I do feel everybody's pain, and I do think they should have probably ended it with somebody. A lot of like JJ and I prepared you guys on that Twitch stream where I was like, everything's pointing to Dante, but it could be a big fake out. It was exactly what I said. I said it could have been a big fake out, a big coincidence, and it turns out to be true. But we're getting 6 more. I think it softens the blow that JJ has mentioned earlier. I'm gonna put JJ on the spot. Next 6 Smash characters right now. Boom, go.
Crash, Spyro, Steve, the guy from Medieval.
Sir something.
Yeah.
JJ's going all third party. 2 more.
Kratos and Aloy. I don't know.
All third party. I actually think I want to ask you this. Do you think it's going to be I know you just named all third party. Do you think it's going to be all third party or do you think it's going to be 2 on up?
I don't think it's going to be all third party. Probably going to be half and half.
That's what I think too.
I named the first things that came to my head.
Yeah.
It's hard to do 6 in a row.
No pressure. No pressure. It's just what you want. It's not what, because we're probably not going to get who we want. I'm going to go with JJ. I think it's going to be half and half. I think it's going to be 3 Nintendo characters and then 3 third parties. And I think the Nintendo characters we're going to get a new Pokemon because Sword and Shield's out.
Yeah, you'll probably get like the 2 new ones or one of the new ones.
Yeah, the bear. Yeah, probably the bear. Yeah, Urshifu. Yeah, probably. I think they'll do that. Rillaboom might be a big factor too because we don't have a full evolution grass starter. They've done Incineroar and Greninja, which are fire and water, and of course Charizard's fully fire as well. So they haven't done a fully evolved starter, but I think that's a safe bet. I think somebody from Xenoblade is a big bet. He's talked about Rex and Pyra for a long time that he wanted to get them in the game, but he couldn't get them in the game. So I think that's going to be one. And then I'm going to go with. I'm not going to say Waluigi because I don't want that to happen. I was
going to say that. I was totally going to say that.
I don't want that. I won't hate it because it's the fighter's pass. And he apologized for it too in the sense that he can't reveal any of the characters. All the 6 characters are decided, but he can't reveal them because it's a big hype moment. Do you agree with that? Oh. Like with Mortal Kombat, we know everybody. We know who we're getting.
Yeah. I kind of like how Injustice did it though, where you kind of just did 3 at a time and the trailer of them fighting. Like, you remember I watched your video I think the other day of the Ninja Turtles. Like
that was so hype.
How fucking crazy was that? No one saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming, dude.
And it's I agree with you. I think you will I think Dante is still in play here.
Yeah, I think that would be one of the third parties is Dante
Very
for
much
sure.
so, but
Dante, Gino, because everybody wants Gino, and I'm gonna go with Doom Guy. I don't know why I'm gonna go with Doom Guy. I think Doom Guy.
That's another thing is you can do Doom Guy and that game comes out in March. Never mind.
Yeah.
They
You're right about that too. That's a good point because these could be lining up for business sake. Yeah.
Yeah. You got Doom Guy in March. I was thinking I'm with you 100% here. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is going to be a launch title for the PS5. So I think maybe you get an Aloy in, November.
That would be big, man.
Yeah, so
that would be huge if Sony actually was like, you know what? You put a character in for us right now, Nintendo. You do it.
I mean, promote the fuck out of you. Xbox has already said we're not doing exclusives. Exclusives are not for us. And Sony's like,
spoiling the podcast, JJ. There's all the stuff we're talking about later. Damn it, we're on Nintendo right now. Damn it.
I'm just saying. I think things could, if they're
line up, yeah.
That's kind of how Mortal Kombat didn't necessarily do it right. I think they're doing Joker in January and they didn't do it in October when the movie came out. But
yeah, very true. Which we all thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get Joker early. I won't talk about that because that spoils more stuff. But
son of a bitch.
But I don't mind the latest character, but it's not something I was like, oh my god, because I called in sick to work that day. So when I woke up, your thing buzzed. So I watched your video, or I watched your stream while I was laying in bed, and I'm like, fuck. I went back to sleep.
Yeah, it was early. It was super early. That's why a lot of people were really pissed off, especially West Coast. People got up at 6 a.m. for this.
Well, that's what we haven't talked about. I don't even know if this is true. Seth was telling me is Cuphead is in the game now as me.
Like Sans, yeah. But he looks exactly like he is from the game.
Yeah, and that's really cool.
People were more excited about him than
well, that's the thing is, Cuphead would have been a cool character to have because you're not going to have any moves for Cuphead. You're not going to have him shooting dots. And shit.
Well, the cool thing, I don't know if you mess with Mii fighters, you could pick their moves.
Yeah.
They have Seth 6 per slot, whatever. It's kind of cool.
Seth always beats me with Brock Lesnar or whatever. He gets a brawler, and he just German suplexes me the whole fucking time. So, but
it's I can see it both ways. It's interesting. We're getting 6 new. It's softening the blow a little bit. We're gonna have over 80 characters, and with even all the characters JJ named, there's so many more that could still happen. There's so many. We're not going to get every single character. And the next Smash Brothers game, for whatever the next console is, will not have this many fighters. This is legit will be the ultimate version of Smash. Because they said 2021 December they're trying to finish this. So every 4 months, I guess.
They've been porting all these games to the Switch as well. So you could get, was it Geralt from Witcher 3 could be in this.
That theory is broken, unfortunately.
Oh, he said no?
Yeah, he's a book character.
That's fair.
He's not a video game character.
Yeah, that's fair.
He would be a perfect fighter in that game, though. He's been whoring out a lot lately. He's in Soul Calibur and 70 other new games.
Yeah.
But it's
that's
still
true.
dope.
Right.
He would be awesome. He would fit perfectly. But I saw this on Easy Ally. Shout out to them. Huber, on their podcast, Huber was like, "Oh, that theory's broken because of the book," and I was like, "Oh yeah, Witcher is a book. I completely forgot it was a book
for sure." Yeah,
the same thing with Goku is that Goku's anime, a manga, a comic book character. It should have been Jill and Nemesis, JJ. Okay, give Nemesis the banjo eyes. It gives you a big hug.
No. Oh, no.
All right, let's talk about this next rumor. The Switchy Pro rumor is resurfacing again. A lot of analysts are predicting that there'll be a Switch Pro in the summertime, so like 5 months from now, to kind of soften the blow with PS5 and Xbox Series X. Because the power gap's going to even get wider. So a lot of those third-party games are going to be harder to port on the Switch.
Yeah.
You're going to need bigger memory cards, bigger processor, yada yada yada. Is there any validity in this rumor for you, and do you want this to happen? Do you want a Switchy Pro?
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense for Nintendo to do, and especially get ahead of the Christmas. And that helps a lot of people who are going to buy one out too if you're going to get ahead. I probably won't get one right away. I don't need I don't really buy many of the ports. I have my Switch for, Switch things like Luigi's Mansion and
first party.
Yeah, I play it for I'll play the higher power games on the Xbox or the PlayStation. They're nice to have on the go. I get it.
What's up, Jed?
Everything on the Twitter, everyone loves the Witcher 3 on the Pro or on the Switch.
I see a lot of my friends playing it on the Switch, and I can't do it. I have to play it on my 4.
I'll say this: if all your friends are, at the bank or on a road trip or something, I get it. If you're sitting at home playing it on your Switch, you're dumb. You're dumb. But if you're traveling with it, yeah, they're like porting all those games over is a neat idea for.
They're making money, man.
People, I follow a lot of WWE wrestlers, and the Switch is their main console because they travel so much, and having all those games on it. Corey Barlog loves playing those games on his Switch and stuff, so it's
That's
smart.
Pretty cool to see Corey do that.
Yeah, he had his Xbox hooked up the other day in his office. It was funny, but
yeah,
Sony Santa Monica.
The gaming war is bigger for a lot of people, but for them, they're just enjoying their life and making video games.
Well, that's the thing is, again, video games are for everyone, man. There should not be this rift between Sony and Microsoft, and it's not. I don't even think it's between companies. It's between people who play.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be there, man.
I personally think it's a little fun. I think it should because competition. You need competition to be successful.
You do. It's healthy, but it's nice to jab those Microsoft pricks sometimes because they. And the Sony pricks are like that too.
And Nintendo pricks are like that, and all the port begging for Persona still constantly going.
They're too. You get too in their feelings and stuff, so it's. But I think the Switch Pro makes a lot of sense, and it will handle all those games better.
Yeah. Well, hear me out. Switchy Pro. And that may be the wrong thing to call it, because think of Nintendo's naming conventions. It's going to be the new Switch. The new.
The Switch DS.
It's going to be the new Switch.
Yeah.
What about a gold new Switchy Pro? Breath of the Wild 2 edition. I think they're going to do something like that. I think there is some validity in this. I think I want it. I think calling it the Pro is the wrong thing because I don't think it's going to do 4K and any of that shit that it's predicted to do. Well, this is Nintendo we're talking about. They're turtle pace right now on a lot of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Switch is killing it. I love my Switch. I've been playing the hell out of it. Been playing a ton of Astro Team, Luigi's Mansion. Think I'm getting close to beating both of them. Or I might be halfway through both or something, but I think there is some validity in it. I think a lot of people want it to happen. They did the one thing I didn't think they were ever going to do was take the point out of the name, the Switch, and they did. The Switch Lite is not a Switch. You can't play it on your TV. It's just a portable console.
No, I watched some videos about that too to see if there's a way to get it on the dock.
Yeah, you got to break your dock open a little bit, right, or something.
And you can, but it does everything a Switch can, but it has no video out capability. Because even the charger is the same. Strength as the other charger, but because it has no video out capability, so it can't. Even if you got the dock to work, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
so
I think I saw somebody doing that too. It's really interesting. Let's catch up on Pokemon really quick. What'd you think of that Pokemon Direct?
I thought they did
expansion
really
pass, the first time they're ever doing it.
I thought they did a really, really good job with it. I thought all the, I'm not a big costume person, so none of that appealed to me. But the Kung Fu Bear looks dope.
Kung Fu,
I
baby.
thought I liked all the I liked the areas they did. You know, the big snow area, and then the other one,
The island, yeah.
the Galarian versions of those Pokemon look pretty cool. I wasn't a big fan of Galarian Slowpoke. What did they do? Just put a blue stripe on him or whatever?
He's yellow. He's yellow.
No.
He has a yellow stripe on him.
But
Hater.
yeah, yeah. Fuck Slowpoke.
Yeah, Galarian Jeffrey's the best Pokemon.
But I thought the birds looked really cool.
Yeah, the Galarian legendaries look dope. Like the legendary birds look awesome. I can see why people are upset still with it because all this shit probably could be in the main game if they just waited a few more months. Because Pokemon Sword or Shield is very short, and a lot of people are really upset with a lot of the Pokemon being cut out and yada yada yada. They feel like this is, all planned, and it probably was. It was a little bit of both, I would say. A little bit of time crunch, a little bit planned. 100 new Pokemon each expansion. I think for $30 though, I think that's way better than buying another $60 version of a game though.
Oh, the price point's good, and that's how video games are now, man. Most video games cut a little short to give DLC.
Yeah, not all of them, but
a lot of a lot of them are. I think Pokemon. I think who makes that? What's the name of that company again?
The Pokemon Company.
Game Freak.
Game Freak. Yeah.
Yeah, they're smart to do it. I mean, people are gonna shell out. I mean,
even with all the complaints, that was the best-selling Switch game of last year.
I'm gonna end up paying $180 in Pokemon stuff to get. I bought both games, and I'm gonna buy both expansion passes. Or I'm gonna buy expansion pass for both kids. So.
Yeah, but you only got to buy one each, though. But it's still $30.
Yeah, so I paid $60 and.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You paid $60 for both, and you paid way more than that because you bought a new console.
Yeah, I did buy Max the 60 Lite. Yeah. So, but.
You're right about that. I think it's pretty cool. Overall, I was pretty impressed, to be honest with you. Like I was really.
It was the most impressed I've been at a Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you think we're gonna get? Everybody's waiting. Everybody's ready to pounce. Are we gonna get that Nintendo Direct this month, or are we waiting a couple more weeks into February, like they did last year? Because it's still we're in the middle, or there's really not much right now. Last year we had RE2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 to kind of keep us busy. This year we don't really have anything.
No, I've been trying to
catch up with the goatees, right?
I'm trying to finish Death Stranding. I'm one trophy away. I'm gonna start Jedi Fallen Order tomorrow, or continue it tomorrow. But it's been a slow January compared to last year. I think Nintendo Direct will actually be March. I don't think they'll do it.
You're a bad person. I hate you. I don't want that. Do not listen to him, Nintendo. Don't listen to him.
They seem like a spring kind of company.
It could be. That is the latest we ever got one, and that was like the Wii U era when there wasn't really much to report. They're making a lot of money now. I would assume the latest February. I still think we're getting a January Direct, though. I think we could possibly get it this week or next week. There's a couple more rumors I want to talk about Nintendo-wise. I don't know if they interest you, but there's a rumor of a Metroid 2D game coming to the Switch, very similar to Metroid Fusion from Game Boy Advance. And then they had Samus Returns for 3DS. If you guys don't know, Metroid actually started as a 2D game. It was not a 3D. Prime is the new series. That just got a recent delay and restarted last year. We ain't getting no info of that. But I think there could be a 2D game in the style of the OG Metroid. What do you think of that? They did that recently with Link's Awakening as well.
Yeah, they're in the game of remakes as well right now, or remastered versions. Link's Awakening looks beautiful. I could see them doing Metroid. I could see them doing it with another, like a Mario type game. Kind of their first parties kind of remaking.
Yep.
But that's very, very, very doable because it doesn't take long either for them to do those. It doesn't seem like, at least.
Yeah. The next one was a Paper Mario, but true to form, like the original Paper Mario 64 and Thousand Years Door for GameCube, turn-based, where Paper Mario has gone off the beaten path. A lot of people didn't like Color Splash and Sticker Star and the other ones. How do you feel? Are you new to Paper Mario? Have you ever played it?
I never played a Paper Mario. No, I really wasn't outside of like 3 Marios. I'm not really a Mario guy. I never really, I played Odyssey. I thought was great.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Me and Seth actually are replaying Super Mario World right now. I'm showing him all the little
best one, baby. Best one.
I'm showing him all the little secrets to do and stuff. I showed him how to get the secret world above the ghost town.
Yep.
In the second world, I showed him how to get that. So we were actually going back and forth during Max's basketball practice playing that. And then Super Mario 64 was a big one. I mean, the early, I didn't really play 2 or Doki Doki, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I played
liked
1.
That one a lot. That one was tough, but I enjoyed that one.
I played 1. I played 3. I didn't play anything for the Game Boy. I didn't play like Sunshine or the Galaxies. I didn't really have those.
Oh, dude, Galaxy 1 and 2 are probably some of the best games ever made.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't a lack of, or it's not a.
Everybody had a Wii, JJ, except you.
I did not have a Wii. Jack had one, and I remember Uncle Paul bought him Galaxy
2,
1
yep.
or 2, yeah. Yeah,
I had to help him beat the boss. You don't remember? I had to help him beat Petey Piranha.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Yeah. So yeah,
he was getting frustrated. I'm like, Jack, you can do it, buddy.
That's all kids are.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like you and me grew up in that area, so we're used to that. We're used to challenges.
Well, we're kind of the opposite. Because my dad always tells me that me and you would have to go upstairs and help him when he got stuck on a level in Mario when we were, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So, we were, I wouldn't say, like going back, it's different playing it on the Switch. Super Mario.
It's very different. I was playing a little bit of it portably.
It seems, I don't want to say smoother, but it goes when you go, it doesn't, because
I think it is, because the emulation they use, I think, is better.
Because, you remember, every time you jump, you kind of go back.
So yeah, they have, the older Mario games kind of have a slidey motion to it.
Yeah. So when you jump as soon as you hit, you come back, and then you...
Yep.
So when I jump and go...
Obviously, run off the edge, yeah.
Yeah. So when I would jump and go back, I'd fall. Fuck.
Yeah.
So I keep doing it, but we made it through the second world. I'm trying to figure out the... I don't remember the underwater level when you first go in the cave
to get to the red underwater level.
I hated that one. I still hate any
underwater. I'm not a fan of either. It's not
I get
that's
scared.
The best thing.
The eel level, man, Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Talking shit. That still freaks me out.
Yeah, I know. He's so freaky looking, but it was cool. It was really cool.
Level designs are great. Like you can't even even playing Super Mario World today, it still looks and pops, man. It's still for a generic.
A lot of those Nintendo games still really hold the
the
16-bit era and 32-bit era. Yeah.
The soundtrack is amazing.
The final Nintendo news we got to talk about is there's a big rumor going around that there's going to be 2 more Nintendo Wii U ports this year because they're going to use some ports to kind of supplement out the year for the bigger releases. What left of the Wii U games do you want to come over, JJ?
Wii U, huh?
Yeah, there's not many left, but
they
brought a lot over.
I didn't really play my Wii U too much.
Nobody did.
I don't even know, Levi.
The rumor is Super Mario 3D World and Pikmin 3, which make a ton of fucking sense, honestly. I just wondering if you wanted like Star Fox Zero, take out all the motion controller bullshit out of that game, just make it a Star Fox game, which like what they did with Captain Toad.
Yeah, that era of Nintendo, man, from the Wii to the Wii U, I didn't really play.
Yeah,
I played a little bit of GameCube.
A lot of people want Wonderful 101. A lot of people want both Zelda games, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker to be on there as well. I could see that happening. My gut is probably Pikmin 3 and 3D World, though, probably. I think that makes the most sense.
I would not hate a Zelda game that I like to go back and play the ones I haven't played. So if it got ported to the Switch, that'd even be better.
Which one did you start with, and which is the last one you played? Probably Breath of the Wild is probably the last one you played.
The first one I remember playing is the first one on first one on the regular Nintendo. Yeah. My babysitter had a game room in there, and that's where I played. Was it A Link to the Past? No, that was Super Nintendo.
That's
right?
Super Nintendo. That's probably one of the best ones ever made.
That's the first one I played. I didn't play
Our cousin Danielle had the original one on NES. I remember her playing it.
Yeah, I didn't. So I didn't play the original one. I played A Link to the Past was the first one I played. I didn't play. I played A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild.
You didn't play Majora's Mask?
That one intimidated the fuck out of me.
That one was hard. That's my favorite one of all time, baby. I love that one.
Because I didn't buy. I had an N64, but I wasn't a Zelda guy.
You're more of a PlayStation guy. We were playing a lot of SmackDown 2 and stuff. I remember.
In my room, we had the me and Jacob shared a room, so we had a big coffee table. We had 2 TVs, and we had our Xbox, our N64, and our PS2 all hooked up to those 2 TVs.
Yeah.
So and then we had 2 recliners. So he would sit in one, I'd sit in the other. He played a lot more of the PS2 then because he played, I want to say it was San Andreas.
Oh, yeah, that game's dope.
So he would play San Andreas, and then I was playing the Xbox. I think I was probably playing like NCAA college basketball or something. So
sounds like JJ,
yep. So he had his big San Andreas. So we're facing, this is the TVs this way. This is our back wall. He had the big San Andreas map on the wall. So every once in a while, I'd get up there and look at it. And he had like his Kobe Bryant poster, all kinds of shit hanging up. This was kind of dope. He did a good job.
Jake. We gotta play some Call of Duty soon.
Yeah,
little cuz, I miss you. All right, let's get into the meat of this convo is Sony, and I'm gonna put most of these delays with Sony, not with them specifically. I'm just putting with this topic of discussion. But the year of delays are happening. It's kind of relieving a little bit and kind of sad at the same time. But let's start with Final Fantasy VII and Avengers. Square Enix delayed both of them. Final Fantasy VII Remake a month in a week. So April 10th instead of March 3rd. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good, honestly. But Avengers is like 5 months down the road since September. I'm kind of bummed out about that because I was excited to see some more stuff about it.
That was the one that I was
happy about, right?
It's probably the third game I was most excited for. Last of Us 2, I was really late to the Last of Us train, but Last of Us 2 was the one I was excited about. I think we'll talk about that later. But yeah, the Avengers, I was really looking. It was intrigue, man. I was very, very intrigued to get my hands on the game to see because you can show me all the gameplay and all the stuff you want. Until I get it in my hands, it's I don't know for sure what it is. So
yeah, I think that Avengers could be hard to demo for sure. A lot of games are really hard to demo. I think Cyberpunk's super hard to demo.
Yes.
Well,
that's another game I'm intrigued by, and I know we're not talking about that one. I'm kind of glad that one.
We are going to talk about it next, but I just wanted to talk about the Square Enix games first. Those were the first big silos. Were those two?
Well, that was because it went. Final Fantasy got pushed first, right?
Yeah, for a month.
I think
it was the same day. They talked about it the same day. But the bigger news was Final Fantasy VII because it's really close. It's like less than 2 months away. It was anyway.
And I'd already, because it was the first game coming out that we were going to get, I pre-ordered it first. So
and now we're actually going to play RE3 before that, actually.
Yeah, I pre-ordered those two, and I was like, all right,
We're going to get some more stuff, though. We're going to get Animal Crossing and some other stuff to play there.
Well,
I'm going to pre-order that for JJ.
I'm definitely getting the show, because it's apparently the game I play the most every single year, without me really knowing it.
JJ put a lot of time on the show. We did our year in review. But what do you think of those delays, though? Like, you said you were excited for Avengers a little bit because you got some time for Last of Us.
I'm always the one to take the path of, I'm glad they do it.
Yeah.
I don't want any game to come out that's not ready. I don't want any game to be thrown in my face that's gonna fall on its face.
There's good delays and bad delays. I say most delays are really good. A bad delay was Days Gone. There was just something wrong with that game they couldn't fix.
Yes, they kept pushing that one back, and I don't think they ever got to the bottom of what it was.
Yeah. Well,
Still,
they should have just used the Decima engine. I don't know why they didn't.
I still think it's a great game, but there are some things
I absolutely. I was thinking about it. I'm like, because I originally said Kingdom Hearts would be in my top 10 this year, but I was like, or last year, 2019. I'm like, do I put Control on there? Do I put Days Gone? Because I had a lot of fun with Days Gone. I was thinking about that the other night.
Days Gone was a lot of fun, but
yeah, I really enjoyed that game. I hope it gets. It did really well in Britain and won a bunch of UK awards. Game awards over there.
But I see where the frustration is too. There are. I mean, your stream where you kind of take it with a grain of salt, where you fall through the world and
Dude, I laughed. I thought it was funny as hell. That was great. It's hard, man. Like, video game development's not easy, guys. Like, it's super hard to fix those things. Coding is one of the worst things ever in the history of video game making because it's so hard. It's so hard, man.
Especially those big, massive open world
games. But that game, we platinum in what, like 60, 70 hours we put in that game?
You gotta find every little bug and be tedious. It's amazing how good Death Stranding is.
Yeah, how it really works. I haven't had any flaws with that one.
Fucking weird.
It's kind of a bum. I'm not too bummed out to Final Fantasy VII. I was joking on JJ on stream where I was like, "You wanted it to happen," but honestly, a month delay, it's not bad at all. Honestly, it's good. I think we're gonna get that demo really soon, and I think that's important. The Final Fantasy VII demo, we probably might not get it till March now, probably, but we know it's out there. We know it's a real thing. It's going to happen sooner than later. Well, probably later now because of the delay. I'm excited. I'm with JJ. More polished, the better. I'm more bummed out, honestly, about the Avengers one because that's way further out now. May was actually, I felt like a really sweet spot for it. And I think it moved out to, September to get away from everybody. And, that game's really bigger and a lot to do. And plus, we're going to talk new consoles pretty soon here. I think they want to have that on the newer console as well. But I don't think they expected Cyberpunk to be delayed into September as well with them.
Well, that's another game. I think both of these games should have waited and had release dates
for the next gen.
Yeah, it should have just be a PS5 game or Xbox Series X, whatever. Don't even bother if it's going to be that much better on that. Don't even bother with this and just say make them launch titles or Godfall,
Yeah. I'm a big fan of CD Projekt Red. I love Witcher 3. I've been wanting to dive back in. Definitely one of the games of decade. I was actually really shocked that this got delayed, to be honest with you. But it kind of makes sense. So instead of 3 weeks of RE, Final Fantasy, and then Cyberpunk, now we could breathe a little bit. JJ and I can enjoy Resident Evil and Final Fantasy on April. We could just have some fun with the games. There's no rush to beat those games now. I'm really shocked. I'm not on the hype levels of everybody else. Everybody else thinks this is going to be the game of the generation. I think that game's a little overhyped, to be honest with you. I think Cyberpunk's a little overhyped. It didn't demo well. I watched both demo gameplays, and I didn't really love what I see. I need to play it. It's one of those games I need to play. JJ and I are debating about it this year. We might get it still. We don't know. Our March and April is much more or less packed now, so we're okay. We can breathe a little bit. I think delays overall really good. I think it's good if they're really fixing the game and fixing issues. I think both Cyberpunk and Avengers, I think a lot of that has to do, A, obviously fixing things, but B, I think closer to the console launch. So the next big rumor is that...
Wait. I got a question for you.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about...
Doom Eternal comes out in March, right?
I think it's the end of March, yeah.
Okay. I think it's March 20th. Because I'm thinking about buying Doom.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait because of, do you think the PlayStation Network will release it as a PS Plus game in February? Do you think that's a possibility?
Next February or 2016?
The 2016 game.
We have Game Pass now. It's on there.
Okay.
It's on there. There's a possibility that it will be on Plus, though. I will agree with that. I think there is a big possibility. And wait on 16, but if you want to play it like right now, play it on your Xbox right now. It's JJ and I got Game Pass. Thanks to JJ, I have Game Pass, and man, it's I have over 200 games that I'm never gonna play now.
It's
the best deal.
It's the best thing going in video games, and it's like the exclusives for Sony are still great. It's still, and for whatever reason, this is what gets me is I still like getting trophies more than achievements.
Me too. I like playing. Like I've been playing Outer Worlds and Bloodstained Ritual of Night on Xbox One, and it's like I really like to have the trophies for this game.
Yeah.
The one delay we didn't talk about, I apologize. JJ brought this up to me. Dying Light 2 got pushed back indefinitely. That sounds pretty bad. What do you think about that? I completely forgot about this game, dude. I thought this game was out already.
It was supposed to be a spring 2020 game, and it got pushed back to whenever the fuck they can get it done or whatever.
Yeah. Basically, that is exactly right.
Yeah, it's insane to me that, because I read that yesterday on Twitter, and I'm like, because I was texting Levi today, I'm like, something else got pushed back. I couldn't remember what it was. Then I saw people on my friends list playing
Dying Light 1.
Yeah, the first one last night. I'm like, oh yeah, Dying Light 2. Man,
I completely forgot about it. There's like no hype for that game at all. That game should have been out already. What's up, Seth? I'm so shocked that it's pushed back. I think an indefinite thing is a sign of PS5 and Xbox Series X, but it's still shocking. That's not a good sign, I don't think, anyway.
No.
I don't know how you feel about it.
No. It's another game. I never played the first one.
Me either. Steve was asking me because he wanted to play with us. And I'm like, I don't think I have this game, dude. I don't think so. And I checked on our list. I'm like, no, we don't.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played it.
Yeah. The gameplay is really fun. The story is very mediocre, unfortunately, in that game. But there's the biggest new rumor right now, and I think this is real. I think this is 100% guaranteed. Is all signs are pointing towards a February announcement of PS5 official unveiling. All signs are pointing towards that because Sony dropped out of E3. We'll talk about that in a second. Do you think this is real? They did this in 2013 for the PS4. They had an unveiling event. And do you expect this one to be pretty grand? Do you expect this one to have, like, Spider-Man 2, God of War 2, some big reveals, or no? They're going to wait a little bit?
I think there will be big reveals. I don't think God of War 2 or Spider-Man 2. There are rumors about Spider-Man 2, I heard today.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second,
Yeah. But I still, for sure, Godfall, I think, is going to be a launch title.
Yep.
And I think Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is going to be a launch title.
That's what I think, too. You think this is the time to do it February like they did it in 2013? We already know about the new Xbox. They did it at the Game Awards a month ago. Is it time?
Yeah, why wait now?
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're coming out with a new system. Give them something to look at. Get the hype up. Because once you release it, then your sales start coming in. You start pre-ordering it and stuff. Because I think you'll get a release date as well instead of just holidays.
You think there's going to be one model or two? Just one version of the PS5.
PS4 just came out with one, right?
Yep.
And then the PS3 did two?
They did like 4.
3 or 4. Yeah, that's right.
They were a very huge mistake on that one.
It was like a 20 gig, a 40 gig, 100 gig or some shit.
Yeah, like 60 gig and 80 gig.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like the 60 and 80 were backwards compatible.
Yeah.
And they were like $600 or something. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
What do you want the price for this thing to be in February? Do you think they're going to unveil the price in February? Or are they going to wait a little bit longer? Or is this just going to be the console? Couple games, Horizon on PC, which there's a lot of rumors saying Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be in PC now.
Every rumor I read is most PS4 exclusives are going to be PCs on PC as well. Yeah,
I don't think that's a bad idea. I think it's a really good idea. Especially if it's 3 years old. It's 3 years later. It's not.
Yeah,
they're going to have a big exclusive. This is the year of PlayStation exclusives too, because we got Final Fantasy VII, Last of Us Part 2, and Ghost of Tsushima, and there's a lot more Dreams, a bunch of other PlayStation exclusives coming.
Yes.
So I mean, who cares if it goes like 2 or 3 years after? Like, it's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll get your hype back up for your game too. If you get like Death Stranding is going to sell really well again.
Yep, on PC.
Once it goes on PC.
And plus, the modding community is going to have too much fun with that game.
You're going to actually be able to see his dick when he.
Yeah, you're going to be able to play his Snake, Mama, all of them.
But he, I don't think they'll announce a price point. I think it's basically going to be, it's probably going to be like a 20-minute, 30-minute.
Yeah.
Show you the system, what it looks like, the new controllers, maybe a game. I hope a game.
I hope they do a couple big games, but it'll probably be Horizon Zero Dawn 2, I think.
But I think, if I were to guess, I think it's going to be $499.99. I think it's going to be
500 is the sweet spot. Is there any chance in your mind, though, that you think they're going to go low and go 400? Like, boom!
If they go 400, wow. I mean, I don't know how much all that shit costs. Like, I don't know what the markup and what.
I'll give you an example. The PS4, they only made $28 off each PS4 when it first launched.
I mean, if you're willing to do that again,
so it was not big profit, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I gotta think they made most of their profit on. I mean, obviously there's man hours for video games, but just to make it.
Usually the software, I would say, is the money. What's up, Wubsy?
The disc, the software usually. I mean, $60 for. I mean, you can't. I don't want to make it sound like those people's hours are worthless. They put a lot of hours into these things, but you sell 2 million copies of something at $60 a pop. That's some freaking moolah.
Or even think about this: God of War, Horizon, both 10 million. Spider-Man, 13 million. Uncharted 4, 16 million copies. They have more than 4 games. I don't even know The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us might even be at 20 million copies or something.
Didn't Spider-Man sell better than that? I heard it was the
Spider-Man's a big name, dude. He's a recognizable name. Everybody knows who Spider-Man is.
I heard it was the top selling game.
The shocking thing to me is Horizon sold 10 million. I didn't think that.
No, I didn't even know what that game was till you told me about it. I think I bought it the day it came out, or a couple days.
Yeah, you asked me about it, and I was playing it, and you're like, I'm like, you had to, if you really like it, I think you would really like this.
Yeah,
I was actually shocked you did like it, to be honest, because that was when you still were starting to grow, and then you growed a lot. I think this is real. I think I think February event.
I
think we might get lucky with the price, but you're probably right. Because they're not at E3, so they probably won't do price yet. I could see them doing Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, announcing that, and then boom, look what's to come: Horizon Zero Dawn 2, just a CGI trailer.
Yeah.
To just get some hype for PS5. Let's think about it now, because we're going to talk about E3. How do you feel? Sony is not attending E3. It's a big bombshell. A lot of people were like, "What the hell?" How do you feel about it?
It doesn't bother me. They weren't there last year. I'm
really shocked by this, by the way, but go ahead.
A lot of those games that are going to be shown at E3 are going to be on both systems for the most part.
Yeah, very true.
Especially since I'm not supposed to spoil anything, but said company is not going to have exclusives. So basically, anything that's not first-party Nintendo is going to be on. Is going to be on a Sony system.
Yeah,
so that doesn't bother me.
Ubisoft show, Square Enix's show, you're going to see a ton of those games repeated over and over.
I think the directs help them out. I think PlayStation has done a good job of taking them. There's one thing Nintendo does right. It's marketing themselves.
Yep.
Their internet is terrible.
It's bad, man.
For whatever reason, for most of their co-op games is not good online.
Yeah.
They either do it one weird way or another. I think Mario Kart does a decent job. I think tennis is fine.
Splatoon is also pretty fine. It's Smash and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 really suffer a lot.
Dude, Smash is the one that doesn't make any sense to me.
I know, it's their best game.
It's the game that everyone wants to play, and in order for me to do it, I need like 30 friends just to get a,
They have a party, yeah.
I don't
They're
even know
great
if I know.
party games for sure, yeah.
I don't know if I have 30 people who own a Switch. I don't know if I know 30 people.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be friends with it'd have to be me, you, Lou,
Elo.
Seth, Max.
Seth and Max, yeah. We'd be everybody party.
Yeah.
I got a few. We get Mello here. I'll drag
own...
Mello out of his house. We'll get Mello out.
That one just doesn't make any sense to me how you can fuck that up so bad. Because it is such a great game. It could have won Game of the Year and I would not have been mad.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would be really happy.
So
you're in the camp that Sony, E3 needs Sony more than Sony needs E3. That's the camp you're...
Yeah. I think Sony proved last year it can go out on its own. The directs haven't been great, but there's been sprinkled.
Honestly, this last one would have been if RE3 didn't leak.
Yeah.
If RE3 didn't leak, that would have been huge.
And they even kind of got you with it, though, too.
Yeah, they did. Direct. I was like, what the hell? Oh, Project Resistance.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, shit.
They still did it. What people have to do with leaks now is kind of do what spoiler alert, if you haven't played Spider-Man, leave now for a few minutes.
At least JJ's kind enough to say spoiler alert now.
But when you play through the Spider-Man, you know Dr. Octopus is going to be a bad guy. You know Otto Octavius is Dr. Octopus. But they still kind of get you to feel for him and maybe he won't through the whole
really
game.
Care. You do that. JJ's right. You really care for that old bastard.
So you got to kind of do that with spoilers now because the leaks and everything is going to, and they did that. I thought they executed the RE3 trailer perfectly with that, where they kind of get you going and going and going. And I never played RE3, so I'm sure when people saw that shit, they're like, oh my God, because it didn't get me as hard as everyone else, but I'm sure some people are like, oh, that was, it was a great way to execute a leaked game.
Yes. Yep. Very true. I'm also with you. I think Sony, this is big time proof that Sony doesn't need E3 or the ESA. I'm going to not lie to you and pretend that I'm not bummed. I am kind of bummed because last year it was something missing. Sony not being there because it's kind of the Super Bowl for us gamers. Because I still think E3 has some relevancy, but it's dying quick. It's going the other way. Microsoft has games kind of there, but not really. It's next door in their own theater, so they're not even really there either. Nintendo has a little bit on the show floor, but not much. They haven't done a presentation since 2007 or something. That's the last time they took E3 stage show. They've done their Nintendo Direct ever since. I think Sony might have something around that time too. They mentioned that they're going to do 100+ game shows and stuff like that. Around the globe. They're going to be promoting this PS5 thing. And plus on Instagram, the logo got 5 million likes alone. Just posting a photo on Instagram with their logo, they got over 5 million likes.
It's basically the same thing, except instead of a 4, it's a 5.
Yeah, but keep it classic, man. I got no beef.
No. I like it. It's
simplicity, yeah. I think this is still a bummer, personally, because E3, the dream was always to go to E3 with JJ and the Golden God and friends. We all go to E3, have some fun. But it's in this weird place. It's kind of it's supposed to be a stage show, a tech show. But now it's kind of consumer. They opened it up to consumers as well. Now they're in this weird in-between. They need to just make it full consumer. Just go full consumer show on it.
Turn it into a con, basically.
Yes, exactly. Yes, 100%. That's where they need to go.
It's like you said, it's halfway between that right now. Where it's kind of a con, but it's not.
Yeah.
And to just you gotta go full bore one, but it just seems petty sometimes. Of people, Sony doesn't go there because like you said, they know they don't have to.
Yeah.
But
Do you think this is arrogant Sony? Like everybody's saying, arrogant Sony, power tripping Sony. They're better than everybody.
I just think somewhere along the line they feel like they got spited. And
it is a lot of money to pay for E3. Like to pay for those stage shows, that's not cheap. To have a full orchestra play God of War while you play God of War live on stage for like 60,000 people, that's a lot of money, guys. That takes a lot of money when you can have free advertising on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you go. Like I said, with their logo, they just put a logo on Instagram and got 5 million. Or hearts or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it is on Instagram.
Like I tell my wife, man, money comes and goes. You know, you can't be too upset about money because that God of War trailer or that God of War gameplay thing was a huge moment. You know, moments.
Dude, it was one of the best moments ever in gaming history.
Yeah.
I think.
Moments
that and Final Fantasy VII remake announcement. People, I lost my shit.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
Moments will always live, and I think sometimes we look past that to be because you're like we said, the PlayStation Directs they're all right. They're not great. They never came out with like something we didn't know or something we
something for this as well that we need to point out is that I think they'll get better with that. And then two, times are different. It's so much easier to put something on YouTube, like have your direct on YouTube or put it out on Twitch or put it in on a news story or something like that. People consume things differently. The E3 thing still means a lot to a lot of people like me, but it's changing. It's changing for the worse, and they need to adapt quicker than what they're doing for sure.
Well, how many people still stream E3?
I think everybody still does.
Because what the Game Awards had, it went up a ton.
Oh yeah, every year it's been going up a lot.
Yeah,
and that's E3, it's just easier to do that instead of you and me booking a flight, getting a hotel, and then waiting in line for hours just to hope to play Final Fantasy VII, which I would make you do. But it's interesting. The experiences are still good. I don't want to take that away, but I think they need to go full consumer. It's a lot easier just to watch it on stream. They're still going to have great shows there. Ubisoft, Microsoft. I think Microsoft's thing's a little bit reactionary still. They're like, oh, we're going to be there. Like, yeah, you said that last year, but are you really there? Like, you're not really there. You're in your own theater and stuff like that. But let's talk to the final. Let's get to the last part. Actually, no. Let's talk about the two new other rumors I just written down. Somebody, I don't know the fellow's name. I didn't fully watch Kind of Funny's podcast, but there was somebody on Kind of Funny said he knew a lot about Spider-Man 2, and he said it's going to come sooner than you think. It'd be coming probably in 2021.
Yes, that's what I watched.
They took them 3 years to make Spider-Man 1. That wouldn't be a full 3 years, I don't think. I think 2022 would be a full 3 years. But I bet they already know what they're doing, and they've probably been working on it for a long time already, I bet.
When they wrote the story, they probably extended past this story. They have other beats, because they set up the next, with spoiler.
They did, yes, yeah.
Harry Osborn had a symbiote in there with him. Not saying it's Venom, but Harry Osborn wasn't with a symbiote. It probably is. But
Green Goblin, stuff like that, yeah.
They had all the, Norman was shown in a green light. They already have all of New York City built. It sounds, from what I heard is they're adding Queens and the Bronx.
Ooh.
So they're adding 2 more areas to explore in New York.
So you watched the podcast?
I watched What Culture. Did a video about it. There was release of says Venom's going to be in the game, Green Goblin, Carnage, and
shit, Carnage.
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of a symbiote type game. This is what I'm assuming. They could do so many different takes on it, but yeah. And I also heard 2021 because they probably have most of it built up. They have their engine, they have most of the city done already. They just got to kind of implement different. Obviously, they got to implement different. It's still hard work, but
yeah,
they have the
the fact
ground.
they made that game in 3 years, though, I am so
Yeah.
impressed with that. I'm blown away. That looked
And
like all the work they did looked like a 5-year game. That's how
And
impressed I was.
again, like Levi stresses on here too, is this game is going to be better than the first one.
It's just the beginning, baby.
There's so
Prediction
much more
for third game right now.
For third game?
For Spider-Man 3. Multiverse, boom. Miles Morales.
Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker dies, Miles Morales takes over. They're done with Peter Parker completely. They move forward. Miles is my.
You're a bastard. I hate you. I don't like that at all.
It was my guess. It's because I also read.
No, he feels super bad, and I'm going to write it in the script in Insomniac that he's going to go in the multiverse and say Peter, all right? And fix everything.
Right. But they.
I think they will do a Spider-Verse game. I think it's going to happen.
I also read that Miles is going to be a bigger part of this game.
I would expect to. Do you expect co-op, though? Do you think they're going to do it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. What did they do? What did they do with Sunset Overdrive? Was that a player?
I never played it online, so I couldn't tell you, but the game runs really well with multiple people on it.
Okay. So I wonder, I think if it was co-op, it'd be
how cool it'd be is you like Miles or I'm Miles, and we're just swinging around together on stream.
I think co-op would be kind of like outside the story where you can do missions together. I think what it's going to do is kind of do what maybe kind of do what the Avengers did.
Maybe it's going to people.
Yeah, where it kind of has an engine like that.
Okay.
Outside of the story, I think for Insomniac recognizes, and I hope they recognize, is that the story and web swinging are the two most important things about a Spider-Man game. So, and I like that they changed up or added new areas to New York.
Yeah. From what it sounds, like the story they did too. An older Spider-Man, he wasn't young.
Yeah.
He was 24, 25, out of college.
Yeah.
It
was nice being a Spider-Man who knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Who wasn't like, oh man, how did I get powers?
And the interesting part is a lot of these characters aren't established yet. Like Green Goblin and Venom. It's really cool.
So they put him in a place where
even Doc Ock wasn't established yet.
Doc Ock wasn't established. He knew Vulture. He knew Scorpion. He knew the Sinister Six in this game. He knew most of them. But you're right. They can still do the big hitters. They haven't established them yet. My favorite thing about this game, there's always this ominous. Harry. Harry's your buddy. You do missions. Help him out. But you never see Harry.
I know, that was so well done. That was shocking. Because he's this pretty boy photo with him all the time. Hey Peter, can you help me out with here?
And you never truly talk to Harry.
Yes.
It's
all
Peter,
voice recorded.
Yeah. So it was always kind of that thing hanging around. What happened to Harry? What's going on with Harry? You find out at the end, but they did such a good job with it. I might be looking more at Spider-Man 2 than God of War 2.
Damn, interesting to say that. I hope they don't call it God of War 2. I hope they call it like God of War, like Thor's cock or something. Have like a silly subtitle there.
Yeah.
Thor's Revengeance.
I know a lot of people roll their eyes, but I like what Doom did. They did a hard reboot, and then, like you said, but it's not Doom 2, it's Doom Eternal. Just kind of subtitle.
Just do a subtitle. Don't call it God of War 2, please.
Yeah.
Horizon 2, I'm down with, and then like Spider-Man 2, I'm down with. That makes sense. For God of War, just do a subtitle. Do something funny.
Well, even Spider-Man 2 is
shit. They're probably gonna call it Ragnarok. Probably. Probably what they're gonna call it.
God of War Ragnarok.
That's probably what they're gonna call it, because in the new theme we got for free like a couple months ago for God of War, it says Ragnarok is coming on the boat. So
yeah.
So probably that's probably what it's gonna call.
Even God of War Odinson or something, or Odinson or some crazy shit.
I got a good name for
I'm down with that. I like that. Let's end this. Oh no, sorry. Big RE rumor news. Resident Evil 8, supposedly they've been working on it since 2016, but they had to bail on a lot of it and have to work on RE7 and RE2 remake, because RE2 remake was behind apparently schedule, so most of the staff bailed. They recently scrapped this the latest version of RE8 like 6 months ago or something. So they completely rebooted it. So we're not going to see it for a long time. But supposedly we're going to get another new RE game in 2021, but it's not a remake. And supposedly they're doing other remakes. So Dino Crisis probably. Stuff I've been saying forever will finally come true, I think. Dino Crisis will finally be back. But a newer RE game, when I read this on NeoGAF and the guy that was the leaker for it, very interesting statement, very interesting to think about. This has happened in development 1,000 times before, where they'll scrap a game and they'll continue going forward. The one game we didn't talk about, Batman. How many times has those games been scrapped?
And they keep leaking shit on Twitter.
Yeah, it's bumming me out. I'm not even happy about it anymore. I'm like pissed off about it.
Yeah.
But a new RE game, and I couldn't think of what it could be because I thought it would have been RE Code Veronica remake, but he says it's not a remake. So I'm like, all right, like maybe a Revelations game or something. I don't know what it could be. I thought it was just very interesting. And are we getting too much RE, JJ? Is it too much too fast? It's like every year lately, it seems like.
For me, it's great because I didn't play the original. So these are just coming out like they're hitting me.
Yeah, you played the best version, you jerk.
Yeah, I'm playing, I've played 2, and I'm going to play 3. I don't know if they can remake 4 because it's such a good.
I agree with you. I don't think they remake 4. I think they remake Code Veronica. That's the one they need to remake. The one that no one talks about.
I think 4 doesn't get touched. 5 or 6, just because 5 or 6 is terrible.
Yeah, they won't touch those anytime soon.
Terrible. But I think I'm down with whatever right now because I like you play it. They don't take long to beat. They don't take long to finish. I don't know how they don't take long to beat. And what did we get? We got one in January. I was finished by March or February or whatever.
Yep.
And then don't worry about it till the next year. And they do such a good job remaking those games. I don't mind it.
The first one you played was RE7, and you really enjoyed that game. Do you want 8 to be that style? Because the rumor is it's going to be like RE2.
No, I don't mind it going back to. I think what they did is what Capcom did was smart. They saw what was working in the horror genre, and it was,
PT, stuff like that. Yep.
It wasn't this over-the-top bombastic stuff they were doing 5 and 6. It was this isolation, kind of like the first REs where you don't get much ammo, first person, you're stuck with some, because if you play 7, it doesn't feel like an RE game till the end.
Yeah, I agree.
After playing RE2 and 1 and whatever until the end of 7 when they kind of just feels like they just rope in all the shit.
It kind of does feel. I agree with it. Kind of.
They just have what was his name, Chris dropping down.
Chris just comes out of nowhere. Yeah. I'm here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Before that, it was just a really cool survival horror game that it was like Outlast was very good at what it did. And
yes, Outlast. Blair Witch.
PT.
Blair Witch, the new Blair Witch game has that.
Yeah,
first-person
that
feel.
survival horror. You feel all alone. Shit does.
So you're okay with it going back then? Interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe don't make it a canonical series, but maybe keep making Resident Evils, Biohazard 2, whatever. Make that kind of a separate series. Maybe you said, your new game that they come out the set. Maybe it's not RE8, but it's RE Biohazard 2, where it's another survival type.
Yeah, could be very true. You're very right about that. What do you
But keep,
what style do you prefer? Since you played both now.
um, I'm still the beginning, the very before you got to go on the boat in RE7. I loved that. That game was so scary and so fun. But you get the VR headset, or even if you don't, but
True story.
it
JJ
was.
could not finish that game. He would always share play with me, so I watch.
Well, I'll say this.
And it was scary. It was really well done. It's fucking creepy. I
It was
played the
scary.
demo with my Astro A50, and I'm like, ah! Like,
Well, Sean talked my stepdad Sean talked me into getting a VR headset. And the only real game they had there was they had that Batman one, which I've heard good things at. But at the
Astro
time
Bot?
I bought, they didn't have Astrobot.
Not at the time, no, but that's another good one to pick up for your.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of VR games out at the time that were good. So like I said, I've only played RE1 to that point. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. He's like, it's scary as fuck, dude. I'm like, all right, let's try it. It was, when you're sitting at the table with his family just eating on what you assume is intestines and shit.
Yeah, it's
And you're,
I give that game a lot of credit because I'm with you. It didn't really feel like RE at all, but it was a very scary game. It was really well done.
It was one of those games that I think it caught a lot of people off guard.
It had an interesting twist, an interesting virus.
Yes,
really,
it was
really well done.
It was. I remember wearing the VR headset and kind of. Spoiler alert again. The grandma is the bad guy. The little girl. The grandma is the little girl. So she would just pop into hallway. She doesn't move. She doesn't say anything. Her head kind of just does. Like would follow you kind of. But she doesn't do it. Like you go up to her and you'll accidentally shoot her or something. So she's just fucking creepy, man. You come up a stair basement. But yeah, that game was. And in my defense, this dude begged me to share play the whole time.
No proof of that.
No, but it was scary. But again, 2 was scary though. RE2 was scary and it made me jump, but it was a different kind of.
RE2 brought the formula. It showed that over the shoulder could really exist, and I was against it. I wanted RE2 to be exactly the same that I remembered it as a little kid, but this was way better. They did so much better. It expanded the lore and story, made it so much better of a game, and that's why it was one of my game of the year. Like I loved it so much. That and Death Stranding, I think those were the 2 best games this year. And Sekiro was really close. Sekiro was really close to that.
Hey, there's a free theme on the PlayStation Network right now for Sekiro.
Oh, nice! I have like 16 Sekiro themes already for pre-ordering that game, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I have, but I saw it today.
Let's talk about the RE3 trailer. Did you look at the RE3 trailer and the Doom trailer?
I watched both the Doom.
Let's talk about both of those. What'd you think of the RE3 trailer, man?
Again, it looks fucking terrifying. That Nemesis guy is not cool. He is scary. I only know him from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Capcom, yeah. Storm.
I remember him from that. Me and Seth played the hell out of that game. But I very rarely pick Capcom characters because I didn't know most of them. So when the ones I did, I would pick, but like Mega Man or was Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Seth would pick Nemesis. Neither of us knew who he was, but he's a big scary monster. So he looks amazing in this game.
Do you like his new look? A lot of people were kind of not into his new look. I think his new look looks awesome. And game model, like it looks dope.
It's very ominous. Like I have it as my background on PS4 right now.
Yeah.
It's scary.
His crooked nose. That's cool. Yeah, I like the fact that you can see that he was human. I like that. It brings the humanity.
He knows how to operate a goddamn flamethrower, dude.
Yeah.
He's not just a mindless dumb monster.
I was concerned a little bit in that trailer because he had a flamethrower, but he didn't have his bazooka. I'm like, oh, and then the bazooka comes out. I'm like, oh, there it is. Yeah. And the way he stalks you, like, funny story time. shout out to my buddy Eric, Eric Bonesteel, way back when. He came over to sleep over one night. Me and him went. My dad took me to the Digimon movie. We all went to the Digimon movie. Sorry, Dad, that you had to sit through the Digimon movie with us. But dude, when we got back, his parents would always let him have the M-rated horror games and stuff. So we were playing all the REs, and we were playing RE3, and I had so much fun playing RE3. But I just remember this moment where Nemesis kills Brad, one of the original Stars members, the Star helicopter pilot guy that saves you in the original one, kills him, just puts a spike through his head. I'm like, oh shit! But the thing about those games, zombies couldn't break through doors or anything. So I was like, oh, okay, it's a big scary monster. I'm freaked out, effed out right now, but I'm just gonna run through the police department. He can't go in because that's how zombies work. This is how the previous games taught me that they can't break through. And I remember going through the doors, and I'm like, oh, I'm safe. And then he just comes running through the door. I was like, I was so freaked out. It was so hard to play that game. And that game, actually, a lot of people think RE4 started the action trend. It was actually RE3 that started a lot of the action. They haven't showed it yet in this trailer, but in the original RE3, you had choices because there was a lot of spots Nemesis would appear, and you could either fight him or run. And if you fought and killed them, you got an award for it. So I don't know if they're still going to do that. I like Carlos's redesign. He looks a lot better. He actually looks Spanish now than he did originally, instead of just looking like Leon in the original game. I like that they have the classic costumes in there. I do like Jill's new look. I know everyone was upset that she didn't have the mini skirt and tube top anymore, but if you pre-order the game, you get the mini skirt and tube top. She'll wear that like the original game. But it looks fantastic, man. I don't know if it will do better than RE2 because a lot of people really love RE2. A lot of people didn't really like RE3 as much. It's very much like Majora's Mask. Like you either like one or the other. RE2 and RE3 was I already told several times on the podcast. Those are my two favorite Resident Evils. Really have a soft spot for both of them. Both of them getting remade. All I need is Dino Crisis. I'm getting Final Fantasy VII. Like, and then my dreams are coming true. Like, pretty much everything I wanted, like Final Fantasy VII, RE2 and 3, and now if I get Dino Crisis, that would just be the home run.
We got Crash Team Racing,
Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro. I wanted those ones remade. Those got remade. Those were awesome. But man, I was really impressed with that trailer. It looks great. Looks like it runs great. Nemesis looks scarier than ever. It looks awesome. Let's talk about how awesome the Doom trailer was, though.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh
it made me want to get the game right away.
Yeah, play the 2016 one. Yeah,
I'm gonna play that one
faster than that one, though, bro. It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years.
I just love the jumping. Like he snipes a guy, comes back, and rocket launches another guy as he's still. It just looks amazing.
It looks sick. Doom Eternal. The great thing about this Bethesda game, too, is it's been 4 years. We haven't had a game of it every year. It's been 4 years since Doom 2016. Looks like that 4 years is going to pay off. The fast pace, the hell taking over Earth. Looks awesome. Do you like that you can see him through the visor now?
I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because you won't when you play.
Yeah.
It's a first person. It really gets that. It scratches that itch of, what God of War used to do, or those other, let's go kill shit. Let's just go have fun and kill shit.
Let's just have fun and kill shit. Yep.
I can't wait to play Gears with you. I never really got to enjoy the series, and I've heard nothing but good things outside of 4, I think.
I'm excited.
Or maybe 3.
To actually play that with you. It's going to be really fun because we don't got much to do in February. I think there might be one game. I am getting the Remind DLC. I think that comes out in a couple days for Kingdom Hearts 3, so Jada's going to have to sneak that in there somehow. But I hope it's not what Eric said. Eric said it's probably going to only be like 4 hours long, and I'm like, he's probably right.
I can sneak that in real quick.
It's probably only going to be 4 hours. It's probably not going to be that long.
Last 8 hours.
It's probably going to be a small one because I want to talk about it. Like, it's interesting, and I want to bring Chad back on because he's a diehard fan about that one. But Doom looks fantastic. I'm so blown away. This one was one of my iffy lists, But now I kind of want it. Like, I kind of want to buy it now.
It's a game that I was like, oh man, March is turning more of a bitch than I thought it'd be because I've got to get the show and I got the.
How great is it going to be that we're going to be on this beautiful tropical vacation in Animal Crossing, and then we're going to go kill hell demons in the same.
Yeah. Let's change the switch stream.
Oh shit!
What's the name of the guy from Animal Crossing? Dickhead.
Tom Nook. Yeah, you just killed Tom Nook.
Fuck you, Tom Nook.
You put me in debt like in real life, you asshole. I'm interested to see what JJ and the kiddos think of that, because I think that's going to be a really fun family game where we all can live together and have some fun. Interesting to see what he thinks. But Doom and RE3 looking like some stellar. Let's end this podcast with the one Xbox thing I had on here, and that is Matt Booty, the head of Microsoft gaming division, because Phil Spencer has a higher position now. He said Microsoft will have no exclusives for the Series X, so which means they're going to go through all platforms for 2 years. Very interesting strategy. What side of the fence are you? Are you in the middle? Because to be fair, Mike, before you answer, Microsoft has been pretty damn consumer friendly. I mean, JJ just bought Game Pass, and I get it too because we game share. And I have 200 plus games now that I'm not, like I said, that I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play all of them. They're very consumer friendly. Most of all their first party stuff is on there besides Cuphead, which bums me out. I want to play Cuphead so bad.
It's a great deal. Like deal. You can play, Gears 5. I think The Witcher 3 is on there. I believe you said Doom is on there. I mean, they got a lot of, like, if you want to go play a game
Outer Wilds. Both of those are on there.
Sekiro, I believe, is on there.
I didn't see it. I don't think it's on there.
If you want to play a game I hate.
Don't hype me up like that.
Well, you already have it on the.
Yeah, I already
bought it. I hated. Rage 2 and Rage 1 are both on there.
Yep, they're both on there.
A game I would like.
All the Gears games. All the Gears games are on there, I think.
All the Gears games.
Yep. I think including the remake of 1 is on there too. So JJ should have all of them. Yeah,
all the Gears games. A game I love for the original Xbox, Fusion Frenzy. I can play that with my kids. That game was. But it.
Before you answer, I didn't finish yet. They've kind of gone away from exclusives because they put a lot of their stuff on PC because obviously they're a PC company. Yeah. But they also put some of their exclusives on the Nintendo Switch on another company that we have never seen before. So they've been this strategy is very unique. I just want to know how you feel about it because you and me already discussed that. We probably ain't getting a Series X day one. They haven't given us a reason to, especially if they're putting Halo Infinite in the Game Pass. Might as well just play it on the Xbox, Xbox One that I have. So I'm getting so damn confused with the names.
I think that's one thing Xbox needs to work on. Naming shit. The Xbox was a great name, dude. And it looked like an X when you first got it. Like they had it looked cool.
Yep.
It looked cooler than a PlayStation. It had a better name than, like, PlayStation's a pretty good name. A video game. No offense. But Xbox, when you first, holy shit. You could always say Xbox. That was a lot of fun.
PlayStation won out on the naming convention, though. They just stuck to their guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Nintendo's been all over the place as well with their name.
And even Nintendo's better at naming their shit. I
don't know, man. I don't like a lot of their names. Wii U and Switch.
The Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo was dope. But then N64 was dope. GameCube, I get it. I like it.
Yeah, it was a cube. Yeah, that was decent. But, like, they went Xbox 360. All right, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Xbox. But now we're the Xbox One. Like, no, but
all in one, baby.
Third. But yeah,
yeah, what side of the fence are you on? Are you in the middle, or you're like?
I don't hate it. I think. Again, I always say if you can give more of yourself to a lot more people, you make more money. Mm-hmm. I think that's how they're going to try to compete with Sony. Is we're going to try to spread ourselves thin to make more money. We will put stuff on Xbox. But Sony's also decided they're putting shit on PC as well now too. They're gonna put the Death Strandings and the Final Fantasies. I think I saw God of War is gonna be on PC. I don't mind it. Again, I will get a new Xbox. I'll probably get it Christmas 2021. And I think I won't buy any games. I'll just pay $15 a month in Game Pass, and that's what it. Again, Microsoft's smart as hell. That is a great deal. I don't know how they're making money off of it. But
they can't be. I don't think they are making any money off it. Like, they can't be. No one bought Crackdown. Nobody bought any of those games. Like, Gears 5. Maybe some people bought Gears 5.
Like, you can go on there. Like, I kind of want to play maybe this. And then you look, and it's probably on there. Like, they did a decent job with it.
They've done a hell of a job. Like, you're right.
Yeah. It's so.
Do you think they're doing this on their own goodwill, or are they doing this because they're getting their ass kicked?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
But I think part of it is they know they can't. They know they don't have the clout that the PlayStation already has built-in exclusives that are still going.
Yes. Very true.
So, I mean, if PlayStation wants, or Sony, I guess Sony wants to, they can pump out another Uncharted. People will buy it.
I think that game is going to be a launch title for PlayStation 5.
They can, nostalgia reason, they can pump out a Sly Cooper. That game will make money. They'll pump out a Jack and Daxter. That game will make money. Ratchet and Clank. That game will make money.
I think that game is due. Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I think that one. I still believe in my heart of hearts that's a launch title.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be 5 launch titles. I think that's one of them.
I think the Sony strategy at launch is going to be very different than it was in 2013 with Knack and Killzone. We might get another Killzone, but I think they're going to have some heat. They're going to have Horizon or something.
Well, Guerrilla is working on 2 games. I think that's what you told me, right? Guerrilla's working on 2 games.
Yeah, they have over like 200 plus employees now. Their studio grew. They got a completely new studio, and they're working. They hired some people from the Rainbow Six Siege team. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, they're making an online multiplayer shooter. It could be another Killzone. To be honest, I don't want another Killzone. I want something new.
But I'm thinking maybe like you release, you're going to have Horizon Zero Dawn. I think all games are going to stay at 60. I don't think they're going to charge more games.
Yep.
But I think their new release of Ratchet & Clank is going to be a $40 game.
Like the other one. The other one was $40, yeah.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job with kind of price pointing themselves into making money. They know that if they put out a game at 60, they're probably not going to sell as well, but we'll sell more copies at 40.
You okay, Allie? You coughing?
She's probably hungry.
We're about to end it soon. What I think it is overall very good for the consumer, but I think I'm still in this camp, and I'm sorry, I might be old, but I'm still in this camp of that you got to have something to make people buy your box. You got to have that exclusive hotness to buy your box, but they're not kind of going that direction. They're going a very Apple direction, I think. I think they just want to be everywhere and then have a new console every couple of years that people will just drop money on. I think that's what they want to do. I think that's what they want to go towards for sure, because we have never seen this before, and I think a lot of this is because they got their ass kicked. And all the bad, because the Xbox One was dead on arrival. Soon as they announced that thing and said you couldn't play used games, you can't share with your friends, you have to be online all the time, they just completely killed that console right from the bat. Right from the get-go.
Yeah.
For this time, they're not doing that. They already unveiled the console. We don't know the price. I'm still thinking because it's called Series X, they're going to have a high-end model and a low-end model. We saw the high-end model. The high-end model might be even $600, man. Might be even $600. The low-end might be $400. So it'd be interesting to see if Sony goes $400 or $500.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right, though. Remember back in the day, man, you had to have an Xbox and a PlayStation if you want to play.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like I think Sony and Nintendo have proven that exclusives are still really popular, they still really sell, and they're still really worth it to make because it shows the power of your console.
Yeah.
And JJ asked me like what was the top 10 of 2019, and for the most part, I was pretty spot on. I was pretty spot on with most of them,
You
besides
did
FIFA.
good.
I was shocked FIFA wasn't on there, actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
because
you
FIFA is the
nailed
number
it.
one selling sports game in the world, but that's mostly because of Europe and Japan and all that. Moving over there. But I was pretty spot on. I was like, there's going to be, I assume, a couple Nintendo titles, sports games like 2K and Madden and Call of Duty, and I was pretty much right.
Yeah, I was talking to Seth. Jeff Keighley posted the top 10 selling games of
2019?
decade.
Oh, decade.
Or,
Okay.
or no, the top 10 selling games of all time.
Oh.
And it's GTA 5,
Makes sense.
Call of Duty, 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 Minecraft.
They sell 15 to 16 million a year. They always have the highest every year.
Yeah.
Every year it's always Call of Duty.
There's 8 Call of Duties and Minecraft are the
Minecraft, I can expect being up there too because that game's hugely popular. And you notice when Microsoft bought Minecraft, they did not make it exclusive. They kept putting that bitch everywhere. They're getting that money everywhere.
Yeah,
and that's a smart move. A game like Minecraft, you don't make it exclusive. You keep pumping out money for that. But I give them a lot of credit. They're very consumer, very pro-consumer. I don't think Sony and Nintendo are anti-consumer like a lot of people want to make out that Sony is very anti-consumer. You're forcing me to buy a new console with an exclusive game. Like, they're not forcing you to buy anything. Like, the PS5 will be backwards compatible. It will work with majority of your games. I don't think it's going to work with PS3 right away, though. I don't think it will.
I hope it does. I have Red Dead Redemption and fucking
Sealed, yeah, I know you want to play it for sure. Yeah, I want them to do it, but after listening to some people on a tech podcast talk about it, they made it really sound like the PS3's architecture was very complicated, and I think that was true. I think it was very hard to develop games on that console, where PS4 is very simple, and the PS5 is probably even more simple than that, and the PS2 was also simple, and PS1 was simple. PS3, they got really into themselves, thinking that they were the best ever. I don't think Sony's going to do that again with the PS5. They're already proven they're not. I don't think they're arrogant, but I think you need to have some confidence when you're number one. Because if you are number one, why would you feel low about yourself, right? I think there is some changes over in Sony. Sean Layden's not there anymore. They got a new president. Things are going on. But I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be fine. I think at least make the PS5 backwards compatible with PS4. You're going to be okay. I think you're going to be set. I think you do improve PS Now. Make it a lot better. Make all games downloadable now. Going forward with PS5, very much copy. Nintendo will be the last on that train. They'll be the last on the Game Pass train. But Sony, I think, will jump on it with PS Now next generation on PS5. I think it'll be a lot better. They already improved it already. A lot of games are downloadable with Now. But unfortunately, that was the biggest news for Microsoft. I find it very interesting, man. I think it's very odd, in my opinion, not to have the big time exclusive for your launch console. But I get it and I understand. I see both sides of it. JJ does too. Anything else?
No. I think we talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, it was a juicy week. We'll try to get you another podcast in a week or two. We will probably be back on in a couple hours and play Splatoon for a little bit, or Mario Tennis or whatever. It's our Nintendo day. We're gonna play some Nintendo game today. We'll play for a little bit. We won't be too long because JJ still needs to get some rest. He's still a little sick. But I was happy to do this podcast. This was a fun one to talk about. Interesting one. A lot of juicy news. We'll have day one of Byleth and Joker. They come out the same day next week on the 28th. I'm going to try to get the Remind DLC. I think it comes out in 2 days. I'm going to pick that up. And also, we're going to do a Gears of War-thon on our Twitch. Follow the link down below. We're going to play all the games. We might play them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we might go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see what we do. it's going to be really fun. I'm interested to dive in and relive those journey again because we've been playing Judgment. Shout out to my buddy Neil again. We've been playing Judgment and trying to finish. We're almost done with it already. So I think us three can do it in 3 weeks. If we play it every night for 2 hours, I think we can beat all 5 games in 3 weeks. I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll have one day of a week where we'll do like Nintendo or NHL or something like that to mix it up. But if we do February, that's our main goal. I'm gonna just put that out there. That's our main goal. We'll see if it changes. We're gonna try to go through all the Gears games, and I think we can. I think we can do it 2 hours a night, 10 to 12. I think we can kill it. I think we'll wreck it. If you're new, definitely hit that sub button. Smash the hell of the like button. It really helps me out. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate my cousin JJ coming on. Appreciate all you guys coming out. Good to see Genesis. Good to see JoJo. Good to see Savage. We're here all for a little bit. Appreciate you guys and gals. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Hit that link down below to our Twitch. We're so close to the sub button, and that's going to help us out getting monetized. So let's make that a goal for 2020. Your fellow Straussman, the GG, and JJ. We're outie.
Peace.